Hello there, this is Nachiket from Eleno, and in today's video we are going to discuss about how to effectively learn in an online environment. We all know that the pandemic has brought a very good opportunity for those who are not able to travel a lot from one city to other. So, for example, if we take CAE or CAD example, people from let's say small towns or cities like Kolhapur or cities like Vijayawada, they were not able to actually afford to travel to big cities like Pune or Bangalore or Hyderabad or Chennai to learn many of the tools and techniques and skills. Whereas this online world has made it sure that it's now affordable, and at the same time it is making a lot of sense for those who are learning it sitting at home or learning it remotely. So let's discuss about some of the tips and techniques to learn effectively in an online environment. I'm also a learner. I'm learning from many of my mentors. I'm learning from Siddharth Rajshekhar. I'm learning from Rajiv Tadreja. I'm learning from Blair Singer. I'm learning from the Ellis Dyna guys from Dynamore. So basically, even if I'm sitting at home, I'm making sure that I'm effectively learning whatever I'm enrolling for. So it happens that even if it is a free course, even if it is a paid course, we don't actually learn effectively if we don't follow certain set of rules for our own self. So let's discuss about the effective learning tips. The first thing, I'll just share my screen with you guys. Yeah, there you go. I hope you guys are able to see my screen now. And how to make your learning effective in an online environment. So this is applicable to everyone, but I will just try to boil it down to engineers, to be very specific, design engineers, and to be even very specific, it can be CAE guys. Okay, so that's my niche. So let's talk about the first point, which is going to be use of device. Okay, so in an online environment, I have seen it with many of my students also, and after their feedback, I will confirm that laptop or a desktop is best experience. Laptop or a desktop is a best experience. So now let's first understand in online learning, we can categorize online learning as live training and self-paced training. Okay, so first of all, you yourself have enrolled into that training program. Nobody can take you in the training program forcefully. Nobody is hacking your webcam. Okay, so make sure you are attending because you are supposed to get benefited. So online learning, we will just divide as live training and self-paced training, where you are going to watch or going to go through a bunch of recorded sessions, and where you are supposed to submit some of the assignments or do some of the stuffs offline. Okay, so the first part in online or the live training or self-paced training is use of device. Okay, so make use of laptop or a desktop. Don't use mobile phones. Okay, mobile phones are not that effective when it comes to online learning, to be very frank. And this is a survey which I conducted internally, and I found out that mobile phones are not that effective. Okay, that's the first part. So we are talking about effective ways of learning. The second part is, it may sound like an obvious thing, but headphones or headsets are always a better way. Now I'm talking, that's why I'm not wearing headsets. Otherwise, I will be wearing a wired or wireless or whatever it is, a headphone or a headset. Okay, or just make sure that I'm not getting distracted. The reason is distraction and sound quality of laptops is still okay. It's not something which is exuberant or overwhelming. Okay, so distractions, to avoid them, you're supposed to make sure you are using headphones or headsets. Okay, that's one thing. The second thing is, when in a live class, if a trainer asks you a question, and if you just try to talk through laptop microphone, sometimes it catches a lot of surrounding sound. Okay, so it's not that good to hear. So it is better that it's not just for hearing or listening, it is also for talking. Okay, so the headset microphones are quite sensitive, like what I'm using right now. This is a very sensitive one, so it doesn't capture a lot of sound which is beyond its range. Okay, that's the another advantage. Okay, the second point. The third point in effective learning, I always talk in my webinar, is pen and paper. If you are not actually taking notes while you are going through any video class, let it be live or recorded, you are not actually effectively utilizing time you are spending. That's what my suggestion is. So I'll just show you. I was attending one of Siddharth's class, and I was taking a lot of notes. So this is my third notebook now, but I love that, and it's very effective, guys. So don't make a mistake of not taking down what you are learning, and it should be in your own words. You should not just copy paste whatever the trainer is telling you. It can be in any language. It doesn't matter which language you are using. Fine. The next part is so this is to summarize, and this is to refer. Okay, so typically I'll tell you, whenever we actually watch any video or go through a video session, even if the trainer has provided a recorded link, there is hardly a chance that you are actually going to watch the complete recording again. Making sense, right? So this is to make sure, the pen and paper is to make sure you are not missing out, and at the same time you are referring it quickly. Whenever you need, you can just grab a book and just refer, and you can recall what happened in the live class. Okay, so that's the third point. The fourth important point is, make yourself hydrated. Keep yourself hydrated. I'll just rephrase. Okay, keep yourself hydrated. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. If possible, you can stand and learn. Okay, you can stand and learn. You can simply put, instead of just putting it on a regular table 2.5 feet, you can make use of some of the books which you are not using, and rise up the height for your laptop and stand. The energy flow is much better. I teach a lot when I'm standing. Okay, and I have a special table which can raise itself and lower itself down, but that's not absolutely necessary. I used almost for an year or so, I used books to make sure I rise up my laptop's height rises up. Okay, so keep yourself hydrated. The fifth is, try learning while standing. Try learning while standing. Okay, and the last point I would like to make you is, or to I would like to put it here is, aim or goal should be always visible to you. Why you are attending this session? Why have you made a decision of joining a particular training program? And that is extremely important. If you are getting any kind of a distraction, just make sure you are aligning yourself by watching or reading that goal. It can be a card, it can be just a simple Canva you can use, or you can just type in on a notepad, or whatever you do, but just read it. If you come across any of the thought which is weird one, and you don't really want that thought to be in your head right now, then you can just read your aim or a goal, why you made a decision to attend this workshop. Okay, so make sure you are making efforts or taking efforts to learn in an effective way, rather than just getting distracted and making a decision because somebody else made a decision, or making a decision to allow yourself to vent out in a way of feeling of missing out, that FOMO feeling. Okay, so you are supposed to attend a webinar or a complete session only if you are aiming for a certain thing. You're not supposed to attend it if you're not aiming for certain things. Okay, so that's something which you are which I wanted to share with you, because this happened with me also. I got distractions when I was learning, and I figured out that okay, I was not focusing enough, and that actually made me think, so let's create a simple session where I can talk to you guys how to effectively learn. I hope you found it useful. If any additions you have, I would like you guys to put it in the comments, so everyone else can also summarize and just make it as a as what you can say, a community learning kind of an environment. Okay, see you then, guys. We have a session on 1st of May for LS-DYNA learning, and we had already had a pre-session for that. So any of you want to know more about LS-DYNA, more about vehicle crash worthiness, do put a comment below, and make sure you are hearing from me about LS-DYNA session and the preview session. Okay, see you then, guys.